Hello there everyone, this is Brother Birch. In this video I will be introducing your week 2 checkpoint on decisions and logic. So basically we're going to prompt the user for a subtotal. We're going to give them a discount of 10% if they are doing this purchase on a Tuesday or Wednesday, and then we're going to add 6% worth of sales tax afterwards. Okay, so a couple of things that'll be important here. We need to import date and time, and then this will give us the current day of the week. It'll be an integer from 0 to 6 from Sunday to Saturday. And so you have to check to see if it's a Tuesday or Wednesday, and then if it is, we'll subtract 10% from their subtotal, and then after that we'll go ahead and compute the sales tax. Okay, you have to make sure to do the discounts first if it's applicable, and it also has to be greater than $50 to be able to get that discount as well. All right. To kind of help get you started, there are a lot of really good things in this prepare for the week. This conditional logic, handling multiple conditions, we have to do that in this one because it has to be greater than $50 and a Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay, several different conditions there. That should be pretty much it. But some of these things will definitely be helpful if you're not familiar with them. The last thing that I kind of want to show you. Let me just pull this over here. So if I was going to just comment this out, okay, I would have something to import the date and time, which the code was listed in here for that. This guy right here. Okay, we'd import the date and time, get the subtotal from the user, so we'd have to prompt the user for something, and then get that subtotal, get the day of the week. The code is also included for that as well. The discount rate is 10% and the sales tax rate is 6%. So some people will declare these as variables, which can be really nice if you ever want to reuse them. But you can also just use this 10% and this 6% as well when you're doing your math. Compute the discount if applicable. So this guy right here, I have a nice if statement in here if it's applicable. So you'll have to look at these two conditions. If the subtotal is greater than 50 and, okay, so you'll have to look into that. And then lastly, compute the sales tax and total, and then display the total for the user to see. And you'll be able to check that against, run it for these. A lot of people ask me, you know, when I'm running a program like this, how can I test it on a Tuesday or Wednesday? Well, what I would do, let's say this gets you your weekday. Whoops. So get the day of the week from the computer's time clock. So if this gets me my weekday, I could add a temporary line of code in here that says, you know, test on a Tuesday. And I could say weekday equals 2 or whatever it's going to be. So weekday equals 2. And then I could actually just comment this out for a little bit. And then when I run it this time, I could make sure that my input on that Tuesday would match these guys right there. So you can kind of test it, and then you can do the same thing for Wednesday. Just have this temporary code in there for those conditions, and then obviously you'd want to remove those when you're actually going to submit your program. Okay, but yeah, go ahead and test it against all of these, and then here are a couple more that you can test it against. And then once you're done, please view the sample solution to compare your answers with theirs. So I hope that this video was helpful. If you have any questions while you're working on it, please let me know.